It's probably the most recognizable tune in the world. It's got to be top 3 most recognizable tunes. And every time I've done it, you'll hear it if you're sitting in the audience. All of a sudden, hum, chick, chick, bum, 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 ba da da. And every time the audience, you start hearing this. Oh, what? I know this song. I know this. Oh my gosh, this is from this show. I didn't realize we were gonna hear this. My name's Joshua Dennis, and I'm singing the role of the Duke of Mantua. So the Duke is kind of the bad guy of the opera. He is a womanizer of some sorts, made particularly bad because in the hierarchy of royalty, a duke is just under a prince. So he's very powerful. He takes advantage of a lot of people. Really kind of gets some pretty exciting music in the opera, but he's ultimately seen as the bad guy. Just before the aria begins, the Duke is coming into essentially a brothel. His first line, when somebody asks him, what'll it be? He says, 2 glasses of wine and your sister. His sister being somebody that he's actually trying to I don't know if they've had a history or not. The character Maddalena, who actually falls in love with the Duke. And so he's coming in to have his way with another woman just after he's forgotten about Gilda. The Duke basically has 2 arias talking pretty poorly about his thoughts on women. His first one is what he does with women. And this last aria, La Donna Immobile, is really how he feels about women. He calls them essentially fickle, meaning they're here and there. He says they're fickle like a feather in the wind. The times I've done it, he's always singing it to himself. So I think this is his real belief on women, and maybe why he acts the way he does is because he really believes that women are not to be trusted and to be used. I'm still trying to figure out my main focus in this aria because there's a couple of things that you can focus on. One is the just Italian tradition of the song and making sure it's right. The other is the dramatic element of it and trying to show that there's a reason he acts the way he does, that if this is his core philosophy of how he thinks about women, maybe he's been burned by women along the way and so he's angry at them and that's why he does what he does. In my gut, the most important thing is to tell the story, to be dramatically correct. I think you could do that and still sing, hopefully beautifully. But that's the key to this aria, and really what I'm going for is telling the story of him, and that's my job. What I love the most about this aria is exactly that feeling that you get that you know this, that you, even though it was written 150 years ago, it's so embedded in our culture still. And when I tell people that I'm coming to sing Rigoletto, and they're not opera people, I say, you know that song, la, la, na, 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 na. They always finish it, da, 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 whether they've seen it or not. But overall, it's, you feel almost a sense of honor getting to sing this really important and popular piece.